Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas, but I usually go by Nick, and today I'm talking about topic 20, decisions in quantitative research design. So basically, we need to understand what quantitative research is compared to qualitative research. Qualitative research is usually used in description and language, and usually use words, and quantitative research is strictly using numbers, statistics, and things like that. So quantitative research is the collection of data that is represented numerically and collected through surveys, polls, and existing data sets. So any polls or data or anything like voting, things like that uh, that use numbers or anything like that, any data sets like that, that's basically what quantitative research is. There are two types of quantitative research. There is experimental and non-experimental. And experimental is researchers assigning participants randomly, introducing a treatment and most of it measure its effects. And in non-experimental, the researchers do not do a treatment, and they ask the questions in surveys, polls, and interviews. So if you couldn't tell from the previous the definition in this part in the book here, uh, the quantitative research that we're usually talking about in this part of the book is non-experimental. When you're doing a research with non-quantitative, you need to have a unit of analysis, which is basically the who or what that represents the what you're one unit of the data you're collecting, and let's see, and just basically you need to know what the unit you're using for the question you're being asked, because you don't want to go in blind and not know what unit you're referring to, especially when it comes to polls and things like that. Another thing going into the design there is the target population, which is basically the population that you're wanting to generalize the results about, what the people you're targeting. Case in point, what target population is that basically the population you're trying to get the survey about and get that data that you basically want to get that information from. Most designs use samples, which is usually impractical because if you want to do a target population, you don't want to use the whole every member of the entire population, because the results would be most likely inaccurate. You just want to get a small sample just to get a fragment, because the results would be pretty vague if you used every member of the entire population that you're trying to convey. Other questions that you can ask when getting quantitative research is what concepts will be used and how they will be measured, which is basically what we went with the unit analysis and target population. And you want to know how will they be operationalized, and why should you care about the answer, because if you don't care about the answer, then the target population that you're trying to get to research this data, trying to show them this data, they won't care about it either. And the case in point goes into these so what. So researchers should be able to explain to others why they should care about the question and its answers. And this usually is done in a research proposal. And proposals include who will be studied, what the variables are, how data will be collected, and how items will be measured, as well as how the data will be analyzed. So just the conclusion, you want to go back and look at, there's two types of quantitative research design, which is experimental and non-experimental. And you want to get familiar with the target population and the unit analysis that is used within that, and as well as make sure you know the research proposal, excuse me, what is included in that and why that is important, and everything like that. And yeah, that's basically what I got there. Thank you.